Hey y'all, excuse chaos in the background. We got my daughter in the background. We got Buddy right here. All right, so I don't know why I did not film this video before now. I don't know why I've never thought to film it, but I got the idea from a friend of mine who's been friends with me for many, many years. Her name is Jillian. I think me and Jillian have been friends since like 2015. It's been a long time, and Jillian's very, very sweet. She's always been very supportive. But I was asking like what kind of content did people want to see? And she said how to plan in your planner when your mental health is bad. I'm just like, I don't know why I never thought about this. I don't know why. So here I am making this video. Now, I thought about things that I would do in a situation if my mental health were bad, because I can't speak for anyone, but I think what I'm going to say can help anyone. Now, when people think of a planner, they think of only... Okay, I'm back. Had to cut because my dog is being himself. Okay, so what I was saying, the things I'm going to mention, I think can help anyone. But a planner can be used for many, many different things. You know, people do memory keeping. People journal. People do, you know, tracking wellness. People track their food. So I'm here to give you some ideas of what you can do. And if there's a way I can do it, I can like talk about whatever on the side. But if not, just take notes about what you can do in your planner when your mental health is not the greatest. I've been there. There's been times where it'll be like a couple days or a week where I hardly look at my planner, even though I've had plans on them. First, let me say this. Say you've planned out your week. You've planned out your week and you're like, I'm good to go. And something happens for whatever reason, out of your control, and your mental health is not the greatest. Do not be ashamed or feel sorry for yourself because you didn't get anything done. Life happens. Things happen. Things we can't control. So if you can't cross it off or check it off your list, it's okay. It's okay. All right? Your mental health comes first, because if your mental health isn't good, you can't do anything else. All right? So with that disclaimer out of the way, one thing you could do is gratitude. All right? You know, when our mental health is bad, we think like the world is falling apart. Our world is falling apart. Nothing is going good. If you can't, it's easier said than done. But if you can think about what you are grateful for, gratitude for what's going on in your life. You know, a lot of times when my mental health is bad and I'm like, okay, what am I grateful for? You know, when I'm thinking clearly, I'm like, okay, I'm grateful that I have 4 walls. My children are good and healthy. My dog is good. My husband is good. I have food. I have money in the bank if I need to go buy food. I have these things that we all take for granted. And so when you start thinking about that, you're like, and then you kind of start putting things in perspective like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. I'm speaking for me. I can't speak for everybody else because everyone's mental health is different. But you can write down in your planner like what you're grateful for. It can be one word. It can be a sentence. Depending on the type of planner you write, if it's horizontal, you can just write a paragraph. If it's vertical, write down. And then you can look back on this when you're done and say, wow, okay. You know, because a lot of mental health is, when I say it's psychological, you're like, well, duh. It's your mind playing tricks on you. It's like, but write down what you're grateful for. Write down your gratitude in your life, either for that day or things that have been going on or something that's exciting coming in the future, something to look forward to, so that type of thing. Next up, self-care. Self-care is so important, whether you're feeling good, great, bad, just upset about something, self-care. And self-care can be as easy as a hot shower, a bath, meditating, taking a nap. Taking a nap is self-care. If you're just like, I'm done for the day, take a nap. You know, watching a movie, watching TV, a face mask, skincare, that's simple. That's easy self-care. But also self-care, seeing a doctor, figuring out what's wrong. If you don't know what's going on, seeing your doctor, seeing a therapist, psychologist, whatever, talking to a friend, venting to a friend, screaming into a pillow. You know, it works with anxiety. Suck it on a lemon. Also, putting ice in your hand. Putting your face in a bowl of ice cold water helps a lot with anxiety. That's all self-care. So you can do that and then write what you did for self-care. And a lot of these things, not always, help you feel better almost immediately. But yeah, self-care. Write down in your planner what you did for self-care that day. What did you do for you, for yourself, to make yourself feel better? Okay? Next up, what you ate. You might be like, why would I be tracking my food? Because a lot of times what you eat can contribute to how you feel. You know, a lot of times you eat something very heavy and you feel sluggish. That's what I'm talking about. but tracking what you eat. You could say, okay, this is what I ate, you know, and like, I don't have any plans. I don't feel like doing anything, but I did eat. Did I eat twice? Did I not eat at all? You know, am I drinking? Track your water intake or whatever liquid you're drinking. You know, what am I eating? What am I drinking? You know, you could start tracking your food. If you just don't feel like doing any plans, you're like, because it's very easy to tell someone to get up and clean their homes and get up and cook and everything, or get up and go to the grocery store. But if you're mentally not there, you know, you don't want to clean your house. Even though you had it written down in your planner, you don't want to clean your house. You don't feel like going outside. Also, outside is self-care, walking outside. So if you don't want to do any plans, you can track your food, track what you drink, track snacks, all that stuff. All right. Next up, memory keeping. All right. I do memory keeping on my Patreon, self-promotion there, but you don't have to go all out where printing pictures. You can write down, you know, a memory, what happened on that day a year ago, 2 years ago. You know, a lot of times memories trigger not only good things, bad things too, but you can memory keep and say, especially if you have a kid, you can say, oh, I saw my daughter do this, or I saw my son do this, or I saw my kids do this, I saw my dog do this, and it was funny, or it made me smile. You can memory keep that way. And that's another thing that goes with gratitude. So you can memory keep if you are not planning to do things because your mental health is not where it's supposed to be. Journal. Write out how you feel. If your day sucks, write out it sucks. If you want to put a bunch of 4-letter curse words in there, you go right ahead. I'm telling you, it's very cathartic to do that. You get it all out and it's like, okay, now I feel better. You know, so journal, you know, and you don't have, also this, if you want to journal but not in your planner, don't use your planner. Journal somewhere else. That's another thing you can do. I have a notebook. I also have a creative journal that I use. I don't put it in my planner, and there's times where you just don't want to look at your planner because life is overwhelming, so you can journal. Last but not least, and I mentioned this a little bit just a minute ago, what made you laugh or smile that day? You know, there's something my kids are always doing where I'm cracking up, or Buddy is doing where I'm just like, boy, what's wrong with you? In a funny way. Or something my husband said. Me and my husband always have inside jokes. We're always like talking shit about each other in a good, playful way. You know, something that made you laugh or smile that day. You know, you can do that. And those things right there, and I'm sure there are a lot of others that you can do that you can put in your planner when your mental health is not good. Because even if, I'm very open about my mental health struggles, you have to check your mental health whether or not you've been diagnosed with anything, whether or not you've seen a psychiatrist or psychologist. Your mental health is important, because if this is not working, you can't do anything else, especially if you are a spouse or you have kids or other people that you take care of. You can't take care of anyone else if you're not good. You know how they say you can't pour from an empty cup? If your cup is empty, you can't keep pouring and giving to people. So take care of yourself first, okay? All right, with that said, I am going to put the National Suicide Hotline number down below because this is a mental health video. All right, I hope anyone watching this does not have to ever use that, but I do want to put that down in case you are feeling very, very low, which is very serious. I'm gonna put that number down below, or you can call 911, all right? All right, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, Jillian, for requesting this topic. I think it was a good, important video to do. I'm going to get out of here. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. And if you want to find me in other places, check down below. I also have a Patreon where I do exclusive content for starting at $3 a month. So you can check that out and see what the different tiers are and what I offer. All right, I'm going to get out of here. See you guys next time. Bye.